Hi everyone, it's Julie. I am on here today to show you a bunch of high-end products. I've recorded this video already and I cannot find the intro. I don't know. I am new to iMovie, I am new to Mac, and I cannot find my intro. So I'm just back on here again to say hi again. It's Julie and I'm here doing a haul for my high-end beauty items, and I also will add a drugstore one also. I don't know which one will go up first, but this one is my high-end one, so here it goes. Hi everyone, it's Julie. I am back here on today to show you guys a bunch of my recent purchases from the past month or so. I have drugstore and high-end. I'm doing them separate just because there's so much product. I didn't want to make one really long video. So this, now that I already went across the screen, is the Body Shop Honey Lip Balm. I bought this on $4.20 along with this that I'm going to talk about next. And, oh sorry if you guys heard that texting. I just got a new Mac computer and I'm really excited, but the texting goes like from my phone to the computer and it like dings. Sometimes I'm like, oh, okay. So still trying to get used to that. So this is the second item. It is the coconut body milk from the Body Shop. They use virgin coconut oil from Samoa and it's considered community fair trade. It's like really, I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty liquidy. I have used a good amount. It's about to like here now. This was about $12 with the 40% discount, and I actually saw it the other week at Marshall's for only $4, and I considered picking up another one, but I'm not sure how much I love this scent. My boyfriend does not like coconut, so I don't know if I'll buy coconut again, but he says he can't smell it on me. So I do like it. You just spray it, which ends up making a little bit of a mess. I spray it sitting here in my room, and I end up getting it like all over my bed. And I've gotten like on my computer and on my phone, but it wipes off really easily, and it's not greasy or anything. So I really like it. It's just in a spray, kind of like a perfume or like a body spray. So that's pretty cool. I like it. It's definitely different and something I've never seen before. So this is something I also bought. This is something, okay, now we're dropping things. So this is something I was pretty excited about. It is the Sephora Favorites perfume sampler. Inside you get 13 little samples. This one isn't here right now because it's in my purse, but here you get a voucher. So you can pick one of these and you get a bottle of perfume. So it was $65, but I get another bottle of perfume. So there in here is a little book that like shows the different fragrances that you can get, and it just shows, and it like explains what like notes it has and what it's like considered. So it's pretty cool. I tried one. What was the first one I tried? Prada Candy, and I thought it smelled like sunblock, which I hate the smell of sunblock, so that was a little off-putting for me. I did get a compliment on my perfume that day, so that was kind of fun from a woman at school. So that was nice, but this I was really excited about just because you can get another bottle of perfume, and I don't buy perfume very often. The only downside to these is it has those little sprayers you get like in when you like get them in, like if you're at JCPenney's and you're like at a counter. They don't have like a cap, so I'm kind of like nervous putting them in my purse that it's going to explode and get all over it. The other one is, I want to say they're called dabbers, where you just like pull the top off and you like can dab it on yourself. But that also makes me like, I don't want them to pop open in my purse and get all over. So that's one downside that I don't like about this, but I don't think it's not too big of a deal. I just have it in a little bag, so that way if it does get my purse, it's only in that little bag. So this is another Sephora Favorites that I bought. It's called the Lash Stash to Go, and it has 5 different little mascaras. Right here it shows you, like, it gives like a little description about what they claim to do, and then you pull it open like this, and there are 4 mascaras in it. Right now I have the Tarte Tartist in my purse because I use it a lot in the morning, especially when I go to school. What I'm wearing right now on my face is my typical makeup on most days. I am a college student, like I've said before. I'm not going to say where I go just because I would like to keep that private. But I typically only wear on most days eyeliner, like liquid liner, and then mascara. And then I'll just put like lip gloss on over, or like a lipstick on, just because I was taking a yoga class this semester, so just it like if I wore makeup, it would smudge all over my face, and I just really like to sleep, so it hadn't been convenient for me to wear makeup. But this also is the same kind of deal as the perfume. You get a voucher, and this was $28, and you get 5 little samples, so you get to try and pick whichever one you like the best. There's a milk one, Too Faced Better Than Sex, Marc Jacobs, oh, it's the Marc Jacobs one. In blacker. What kind are you? Deluxe O Mega Lash Volumizing Mascara. And then there's the Ciate Triple Shot Mascara. I recently started watching videos by Cosmo by Haley, and she uses a ton of Ciate products, so I was really interested to try this one just because she seems to love anything Ciate. So last but not least is the Clinique Bottom Lash Mascara. I have heard Zoella rave about this so many times. She uses it in so many of her tutorials. It's like shaking in a little box. But I actually have not used it yet. That's pretty good for me for a product. I bought it the other day when I picked up my new Mac laptop I'm on right now, but I'm very intrigued to try it. It's very, very small. I always wondered why it's like only $10.50, and then I figured it out because it's so small. I was asking one of the girls in Sephora for help to find something, and as I was like going over to it, I saw this, so I just quick grabbed it and threw it in the little basket the girl had given me because I was holding so much stuff in Sephora. But I'm very excited to try this. I love Clinique. My mother has used Clinique for a very long time, and she used to bring me to the counter ever since I was a kid. I used a lot of their acne products, and they were amazing. I just love the brand. The women that work at the counters always, when you're in like a Macy's, are always so nice and so sweet, and they give you a ton of samples, and they're always willing to help. They're so nice. So this definitely was a product that I think is a great brand. I don't believe they're cruelty-free, which I would absolutely love if they were, but I don't think they are. Yeah, the ingredients list is like all on this sad little packaging, so I highly doubt that these are all cruelty-free, but I'm going to try to make the transition. I think I have not decided yet because I have so much like watery eyes that it's so hard for me to get products that work that it's really hard to make the decision to change over. I think it's a great idea. I do not at all like that makeup is tested on animals. I don't think that is right at all. My boyfriend actually said once, and this might be a little controversial, that makeup should be tested on people in prison, which I understand, but I don't know if I think that might be considered cruel and unusual punishment if they have a reaction to it. But I am very interested to try this, so I will let you guys know how it goes. Another thing I picked up at Sephora was this little Tartelette Tease palette. It has 6 shades in it, and they're both shimmers and mattes. I think it has mostly, I don't know, I would say they're more matte. The 2 in the middle seem to be more of a shimmer, and then the 4 on the sides, on either side, seem to be more matte. It says, I don't want to scare you. It says Tease right there on the mirror, which I think is adorable. It's definitely like purse size. You can see it's like the size of my hand, so it's actually really nice. They smell actually really good, which is kind of weird because I don't think Tarte typically scents their eyeshadows. They kind of smell like vanilla or chocolate, or both. Who knows, I can't decide. But this is like a little Tartelette palette, so it has 6 shadows. It's great for travel. You can just throw it in your bag, and it has a bunch of different colors to do eye looks. I was looking for like just a small shadow palette, and I was going to get one of the Kat Von D, the new little shade and light quads, but I thought this was a little cuter. It was like, this was 21, and the Kat Von D's were 26, but this one had more wearable shades for me, so this is the one I decided to go with. They're both like tiny and purse size, so if you ever like are doing your makeup on the go, you can just throw it in your handbag, and it's great. This is something I just thought I'd throw in when I was at Sephora the other day. I got the birthday gift. My birthday is this month on May 19th. I turned 21, so I just grabbed the Marc Jacobs one. There's also a Boscia face care one, but this one just was a little bit more interesting for me because I've never tried this liner, but I've heard so much about it, and this lipstick just looked really pretty. But it's one of those really tiny ones, so it cracks me up. It's really funny, but I like it. So another item that I picked up at Ulta was this, the CC Veil Beauty Fluid Foundation from IT Cosmetics. Here's the box. It's really shiny and fun. It actually was really hard for me to find this in Ulta. This is not a commonly spoken about product here on YouTube or even like through the IT Cosmetics world. So when I was looking it up on like, I found it on the Ulta website, but when I went into the store, I almost couldn't find it. And I was like, all right, I'm pretty sure they have it. And I like opened it up. It's really nice. It's just like, it's a, cushion foundation. So it has like the little thing, and it's funny, I actually bought these foundation sponges because nothing on the packaging or the website mentioned having a little sponge. So I bought these 2 because they looked like they would fit inside it, and it has a sponge. So that was a silly, worthless purchase, and I just tried to throw them over the computer and hit the computer. So that was a fail. But it's definitely, it's like this. It is a perfect shade for me. This is it light or fair? It's fair because I am very, very pale. But I was hoping for a little bit more coverage out of this. I bought I forgot, that was one thing I forgot to grab. I bought a Beauty Junkies kabuki brush that is actually on one of the cruelty-free lists that I found on Pinterest, and I absolutely love it. The packaging, it actually smelled a little weird when I opened it. I ordered it off Amazon. I think it was like, maybe it was $9 because I was choosing from different options. But this is it's a great way to apply it. You just stick the brush in, get it all over your face, and rub it in because this compact thing doesn't do a good job. But it definitely wasn't, it's not horrible, but it's like not ideal either. So I like this a lot. I just hope it was a little bit more high coverage, but it is starting to become summer, so it's not a bad time to have something that's a little bit lighter weight in coverage. But I have a lot of redness in my face. As you see, I have no foundation on, so you can see that I definitely need a little bit more coverage some days. So that was a little bit of a disappointment. This is another thing here from IT Cosmetics that is raved about here on YouTube. It is the Bye Bye Pores pressed powder. It's just here. I don't want to blind you guys, so here's the pressed powder. It does come with a little sponge, which it cracks me up. Every time I try to use these sponges, it turns like the color of my foundation when I'm trying to like set my makeup. But I definitely do like this. I have a lot of pores on my nose, so I always try to cover them just because I feel like my foundation always like sets a little funny there. It comes in this packaging. It's very similar to the other one. It's translucent, so I apologize. I just got a text message if you guys can hear that beep. I don't know if you can, but I really like this. This is actually a really nice powder, but some of my brushes, if they're a little denser, it like cuts up in it, and then I have like powder little things like it was not a pressed powder. And I am not good with loose powders. Like, I am a klutzy person. I'm a messy person. Not necessarily a messy person, but I don't do well with loose powder. It's just too much like stuff going everywhere for me. So it like when it cuts up like that, I'm kind of like, okay, wasn't what I intended. So I have to make sure I'm like not gentle, but like make sure I use a brush that doesn't like cut it up. But it is kind of nice if you're trying to set your eyes to have it go that way. But I love this packaging. It says on the inside, I don't know if you guys can read it, but it says, "You are beautiful. You are it. XOXO Jamie." So I just thought that was absolutely adorable. They have like the sweetest things on their packaging. So I promised last a cosmetics product, but here's the packaging. And if you can see on the back here, they are cruelty free. They have a little bunny, which I just think is adorable. And then you can see that it is not tested on animals, which I think is great because I love all animals. But this is the News. It's one of their Vitality Lip Flush Butter Glosses, which they have one in like their, what's their, Je ne sais quoi. I probably messed that up because my French is not very good. It was better when I was younger. But this is a blue lip gloss. It's not supposed to show up blue on your lips. It's supposed to make your teeth look lighter. And I am very self-conscious. My teeth are pretty yellow some days, even if I brush them. So I hate having that. So I got this because the woman who made It Cosmetics and works on their products used to be a news anchor. So this is called, I don't know if I said it yet, it's called News Anchor Blue. And the blue is supposed to pick up the white in your teeth and make them look whiter. This kind of makes me look like I ate a cupcake. So I was a little disappointed. I tend to like go a little heavy on the gloss at first. If you go like, oop, almost dropped it. But okay, that one did drop it. So it does make my lips look a little frosted, which is a little disappointing. You have to make sure you only put a little bit on because it has one of these like doe foot applicators and even has like a little cave in there so you can like get it in, but it feels great on the lips. It's just, you kind of look, I dropped it again, you look like you ate a cupcake, so it's just a little disappointing on that end. I also bought this Benefit Roller Lash Mascara. I bought the little travel size one because it's only $12 and I spent a lot of money to Ulta that day, so this is just one way to cut the cost down a little bit. This is the brush if you've never seen it, but it's a nice brush, but like I have problems with a lot of my mascaras, it smudged on my face. So it was a little bit of a disappointment. Whenever I figure out how to like really set my under eyes well and just with whatever powder, I don't have time to bake a lot of times in the morning, so I need a powder that's just gonna like do it for me and just set it really well, so then I wouldn't have this problem nearly as much with the smudging, because this seemed like a really great mascara. It held a curl so well. Oh, you know what? The Tarteist lash paint from that Lash to Go kit holds my lashes in a curl so well. In my drugstore video, you'll see the lash curler I bought recently, and it curls really well, and then they hold all day with the Tarteist one. So I really, really like that one from the Tarteist kit. But this one wasn't bad. It just smudged a little bit, so I had to like wipe it off throughout the day. And then I actually do have really dark under eye circles that just kind of makes them worse. It enhances them. It's not something I want to enhance, so it's something I try to hide. So that wasn't exactly ideal with this mascara, but if I could set my under eyes well and they didn't get oily, I think it would be a great product for me. So this was one of the second to last item from my Highend haul. This is I finally came to buy the Naked Skin Concealer. I wanted to buy the little Sephora travel size, but I am very pale, and this is the shade Fair Neutral, and maybe in the summer I could use, I want to say the next one's Light Neutral, but it's like really pale, so this one is kind of like a highlighting concealer on me. It's very thick, very nice. I tried the Naked Skin Foundation and was not a huge fan, so I was a little nervous to try this, but I absolutely love the applicator, especially for doing that like triangle shape. It is amazing. It's like a doe foot applicator. But this has to be, it does smell a little funky, but it smells like chemicals, so what are you going to do? It's makeup. But I really like this a lot. It blends out really well, it sets really well, and it lasts all day. It's amazing. And I got that in Fair Neutral. So that is the end of my high-end, not my drugstore. This is the end of my high-end haul from the past month or so. I hope this video is not 20 minutes long. I would watch the timer on how long, and some of these pieces are like each a minute each, but I hope it's not too long. I put a lot of there's pictures from my hauls on my Instagram account, which is JulieMarie519, along with my Twitter and my Snapchat. I always link them in the bottom, but I hope you guys like it and leave me some comments. So if you have used these products or you have anything to suggest for me, I always love commenting, and I would love to read some comments.